Welcome back. The Palmiste Beach received a cleanup on Saturday, November 11th from a team led by the United Nations Resident Coordinator Office Grenada in collaboration with the Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, FLOW, Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, and local community groups. Fiona Sandy, United Nations Resident Coordinator, explains how this initiative came about.
A number of countries signed the Agenda 2030, inclusive of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. And in the UN, at the level of the Secretary General, we've realized that we're 8 years in and there's still a lot of work to be done. And so this year was dedicated in the lead up to the SDG Summit in September this year. This year was dedicated to really accelerating progress towards achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals. And as a part of that, we were asked to see how we could, in countries, especially in small island developing states, ramp up partnerships, strengthen partnerships towards the goals. And in this particular event, the beach cleanup, we thought that it would be useful to reach out to the Ministry of Climate Resilience, see what their plans were, and really we have strong networks, and see if we could bring some of our networks with their networks and really create a really bigger impact.
United Nations Development Program Representative Carisha Hobson said this type of activity has direct and indirect benefits for us.
So doing these types of activities are very beneficial on two levels. On the direct level, we talk about cleaning our environment, and it is important to have a clean environment for several reasons. It impacts our health and well-being. The clean environment supports things like our fisheries. We're at the coast today, and we need to understand how a clean coastal areas impacts our fisheries, etc. Indirectly, we talk about raising awareness on the role of our environment to our lives, and ensuring that people understand why we need to do the things that we do, why we work so hard for even the bigger environmental issues like climate change and biodiversity, ensuring that we maintain our genetic stock, etc. And it's important, these sorts of activities give us an opportunity to raise awareness about this.
In attendance at the cleanup was Minister for Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, Honorable Kerrine James, who said this activity will make the beach user-friendly and signs will be erected to warn against polluting and desolation of the beach.
Our ministry, in collaboration with the local UN office in Grenada, as well as the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, some of the environmental NGOs, some of the environmental clubs in the schools in St. John, we've come together, collaborated, and partnerships, FLOW included as well, to make this beach cleanup a reality for the constituency of St. John. What we've seen over the past few years, months, weeks, days, is that quite a number of our beaches, some popular and those not so popular, there's a pollution problem, a lot of plastic pollution. So what we want to do is to not only look at beaches in the southern part of the island that tourists are known for, know it for, but to also come in these rural parts of the constituencies of the country to bring some kind of environmental consciousness and awareness that we have our part to play in protecting our environment and protecting our beaches and our coastal areas. So following this initiative here this morning, we are going to try and level off the beach. So what you're seeing around in the surrounding areas is as a result of sand mining. So quite a number of trucks come on the beach and illegally remove sand from the beach. So we're going to try and level it off, make it much more accommodating and user-friendly. And we're going to erect some signs for anti-littering signs and anti-sand mining signs.
Troy Courtney, Marketing and Communications Officer for FLOW Grenada, says FLOW is happy to be a part of this initiative and the company is leading the way in protecting the environment as they are now using a system that uses less electricity to operate.
From our end, as an organization, we've already started putting things in place to ensure that we can contribute to a sustainable environment. We've shut down our copper network, which was very heavy on the electrical side. It was very expensive to run. It took a lot of electricity in order for us to be able to run that network. And we have phased that out completely now, and we have moved to our HFC network, which enables us to operate at a lower cost to the environment. So we want to thank the ministry and the UN offices for reaching out to us and letting us be a part of this initiative. As you can see, I'm wearing a shirt that says Mission Week. From the 13th to the 17th of November, Flow will be doing similar initiatives like this in order for us to be able to give back to the communities that we operate in. So look out for us in your communities. We're going to be doing more events like these, and if it is that you want to volunteer and be a part of it, you can.
We say hats off to the United Nations Local Office, Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, Flow, and the community groups that united in the fight against pollution.